So, last time you guys had finished up your previous mission for the Divine Destroyers, a group of past adventurers who, either through their own backstories or events along their adventuring ways, formed a much larger group with their hidden purpose as to enter into the pantheon, or at least enter their leader into the pantheon to destroy it within. However, they have a current front going where they will be creating a plane that is free of disease, poverty, and have no one wanting for anything, as everything would be provided. You've helped them along the way by giving them the Staff of Boa, a relic previously owned by a dragon that has the ability to create vast forests full of life, though not in the way of fauna, just flora. And just recently, you were able to collect several materials to give over to the Water Purifiers Guild within the city of Siston Hold, in the hopes that they could create a new Everwater Orb with the power of creating everlasting water, both purified and seemingly either out of thin air or via the use of magic. Now that both flora and water have been secured for the new plane, you were given some time to yourselves to prepare for the next mission, having some much-needed rest within the city of Siston Hold. With the aid of the crafters and the increasing number of Divine Destroy members within Siston Hold, you prepared yourselves, and as the time came upon you, you were visited by yet another post-Moogle at the inn you are currently staying at. Given a letter penned by Zane Clough once more, you were told to meet up with a Tarotaro by the name of Kakachita within the Water Purifiers Guild. You were given a new assignment, though thankfully it was not to dig out into any old ruins or to enter into Draz Keeps. It was instead to meet up with a old acquaintance in the form of the Hero of Light, Axel Phoenix, as the Divine Destroyers have finally seen fit to recruit Axel into their ranks, offering 250,000 gil for his hiring. You were also offered your own reward on successfully recruiting the man into your ranks. Meeting up with the Tarotaro Kakachita, you teleported off far away from the city into decimated plains, with the teleports having some issues of it, similarly to when you teleported to the mountain of Grelaferoot, the dragon. Crash landing, you found yourselves in a wide open set of grassy plains that were slightly destroyed with several craters and slightly on fire with cinders around the grassy plains and even a tree on fire or two. As well as the nearby area being quite destroyed, it was also plagued with the corpses of several outsiders, or at least what would remain of them, as you saw several severed heads, wings, arms, as well as blood soaking the grassy floors. With Kakachita not exactly appreciating the local facility's look, they asked if they were allowed to leave it to you guys and just give you a sending or teleport later. And all they needed was a confirmation, and they went lickety-split away, as they're not exactly equipped for this kind of area. They're just more of a carter, if you will. Heading deeper into the plains, or rather just across it, 'cause there's not really a deepness to plains, you were accosted by more outsiders, and from what you could tell, the purple and black lightning fits in well with what Nifel have been doing, so you're pretty sure this is planned, staged, or something along those lines. As the red lightning you were able to identify back at the ruins was of the outsiders' own accord. And making your way through summoned outsiders, rather difficultly, as you were faced off against a forgiven dissident you might have some bad or good memories of from way back at Daragon Manor, who was accompanied by a rather intellectual mage who made varied use of both flight and invisibility, keeping the forgiven dissidents healed up. Making your way past those two and healing up, you moved around a 100-foot wall that was seemingly constructed by hand, and making your way through a destroyed portion of it, you found a large demonic archway. And upon seeing and or approaching it, it ignited into life with energy as a seemingly high-ranking member of the Outsiders had walked through it, along with a helper. Seeing fit to get rid of the helper almost immediately, as you had some very short-term memory of the previous ally being a nuisance, you turned the helper to stone and dealt with the higher-ranking member with more ease, though it still was not a cakewalk due to the amount of damage and pain they could dish out to you. And reaching around the southern portion of another part of the wall, we ended the last session as you saw Axel Phoenix sitting atop a raised hill with plenty of wounds across his body. And we shall continue as you laid eyes upon the Hero of Light.
Alright guys, follow my lead. You there, are you Axel Phoenix, the Warrior of Light?
Hearing you shout across the plains, Axel raises his head to you. A smile comes across his face as he shouts over to you. You don't know how nice it is to see faces without demonic influences. It seems there's a lot in their attacks. Come on over here. Axel gives a wide wave of his arm, beckoning the party to get closer to him.
Might zooms over.
What was that,
Are you
Fish?
alright?
Could be a trap.
Could very well be. And
Are you alright? You look injured.
Yeah, as you say that, you can roll perception. Everyone can roll perception.
I love how I rolled a 6, and I got the same as Kumunch, and he rolled an 18.
So bad.
Look at all them bonuses. Looking across Axel and his several gash wounds across his arms and his face, all of you can see that his wounds are slowly healing and closing up. Axel stabs his sword into the grass beneath him, looking up to the party and continuing his speech to you as you speak to him. What brings you so far east? Visiting Valcross Heights, perchance? It's not exactly safe here, due to the increasing amount of outsiders. I've been facing these hordes for about 2 or 3 weeks now.
We've
And with that, you can all roll sense motive, though Joseph is pretty much doing the same thing. Morg me's clueless.
getting rid of those bad rolls.
Using my good ones.
There's 2 18s.
Sounds good to me. Alright, Joseph and Kumunch, either following the lead of Joseph or meaning to do it himself, you can tell that Axel is seemingly feigning ignorance about your group, and you're pretty sure it's to throw off anyone listening in on the conversation.
Joseph and Axel just kind of share just this little look that we know what's going on. Yeah, actually, you're kind of the reason we're here. We're known as the backup plan, by the way, not that you've ever heard of us. I'm Joseph. This is Osa. That's Kumunch over there, and Mogmi's flying off to your side.
Hi,
We're
Kupo.
here on behalf of the Divine Destroyers. They'd like to give you an offer, but as you said, it's not exactly safe out here. Would you like to go somewhere else? We might be able to attend to your wounds and our own as well.
An offer, you say? Well, it's definitely nice to be here in conversation. It's been quite some time. Aside from the settlements I visit, I don't get to talk to other fighters that often. Can't exactly leave this place just yet. I'm expecting a few more of their friends to be joining us soon. once they're dealt with, we can leave at your own accord.
Did you need any help with them, Kupo? We killed some earlier.
Ah, so that's what I heard. I thought it might have been some infighting. You know, outsiders always trying to get a one-up. And with all the ones I've been killing, there's definitely been some spaces opening up, if you will, in their ranks.
Yeah, they gave us a pretty tough time there for a little while, but we dealt with them in the end.
Wouldn't necessarily say a tough time. I'd say it just took us a long time. We didn't really take any hits.
Yes, thankfully, they've grown accustomed to my abilities. You can see all the walls around. They tried to separate me up, and some of them even tried killing their other friends. Like I say, they're trying to get one up on each other. Didn't exactly help, though. As for the healing, it would be appreciated, though these wounds will heal in time.
Yeah, we've got some ways to heal.
Did you want me to heal so you don't use your MP?
I mean, I'll heal everyone a couple times. So I'll drop 2 white wins. I'm just going to roll how much healing is for all of it.
Napaz, did you want me to roll the bluff, or are you just going with it?
Everybody heal 56.
You don't need to roll bluff.
Watching Kumunch heal, I'll be like looking at Axel to see if that fully heals his wounds or not.
Well, looking upon Axel, you're pretty sure he's very lucky to have some of his limbs still attached by how deep the wounds are. Though, as well as the healing, his wounds are stitching themselves together very slowly.
Did you want some more healing, Kupo?
That should be good. If you have anything that's more damaging elemental-wise, you can use that on me.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't think the outsiders have truly gated enough, but then haven't really been letting any of them go back home. Elements don't hurt me, they all just heal me.
Oh.
Every element?
Oh, that's nice.
Every element under the sun except from non-elemental, but then that's not an element, is it?
I'm assuming someone has whatever it's called ring. Wizard ring, maybe?
He shows off his gauntlet as he wears 2 rings. That's one of them.
Okay, I'm just grasping at how expensive this guy's actually is.
Feel free to roll spellcraft on his rings.
I don't think I want to.
Just feel sad that his wealth is very high.
My rerolls
Yes, I rolled a 1.
So I'm really low rolling right now. I'm pretty sure it's the one ring that I always look at and would love to have, but would probably never be able to afford.
Those are his 2 rings.
Damn. You say there's 2 rings. There's about 5 rings there.
They have
You can-
additional effects.
Yeah, so that's hella expensive.
Damn.
The most expensive ring is the second one, which is that much.
Damn.
I will say then the best healing I can do for him is that even better than this? I mean, technically it can be better. 16d6 fire damage. But he has to let me hit me, and then he has to roll a fortitude save as well.
He can just accept it.
Okay, and yeah. Pretty sure that's my highest
Do we
one.
need
So.
to send back?
No, it's single target. It's a ranged touch attack to hit, so it's a single target.
before you use your MP, I've got a cure materia that I could use to heal him as well.
Have you attuned to it?
Yeah, it's the one that I'm attuned to currently.
Okay.
I could cast 3 times, doing 66 plus 2.
That's a weird number.
Right? It's cure 2. 3d6 plus your casting modifier plus 1 point per caster level. Oh, is it just the 1 point per caster level that goes up? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. So it's 3d6 plus something plus 2. Minimum wisdom for this would be second level spell, so it's
plus 1 from that, and then minimum cast level will be plus 3. So it's 3d6 plus 4.
Yeah, 3d6 plus 4, and I can do that 3 times. But I mean, it's something.
Did you heal Osa from the group heal, by the way?
Yeah, I did. She's still
Okay.
a little bit under, but she's probably fine.
I mean, she has a lot of health, so.
Wow. I just realised the item that I looked at before is now doubled in price.
Probably. Done a lot of balancing with items, so.
Yeah, now it's
There you
definitely
go, so
not
you can have
affordable.
that.
Wizard Bracelet, 1.1 million.
Yep. He has that.
I'd never see that amount of money on my character unless I sold everything I had and waited till around level 18.
Axel can have 46 more points of healing. There you go. How are you doing now?
Much better, thank you.
Yeah, not a problem.
I take it you're high-level adventurers yourself if you have access to so much magic.
Yeah, fairly high, yeah. Anyways, is there anything else we should do to prepare for what's coming towards us?
It's hard to say what they'll bring in, perhaps. It might be similar to what you faced earlier. They do like to keep to a rota, if it were.
What sort of elements have you been coming up against the most?
Mostly shadow. Though I wouldn't have expected much else from outsiders. They tend to use the element of that. Aside from that, some use fire or lightning.
Do you want to pop
Too
that?
much? You know what to do?
And yeah, I'm going to ask Mogmi to use the item.
Oh, I thought too much had it.
No, we gave it to Mogmi. Oh my god, the party item we made, the elemental.
Oh, yeah. You want me to use it now?
But it lasts for like 20 minutes for 3 of us and 10 minutes for the other.
Yeah, okay. I'll say the command word and activate it on all of us. I'll touch everyone by holding hands in a circle. Axel, get over it.
He don't need it, he heals from all damage.
Oh,
He
yeah.
doesn't need it. He gets healed by it.
Good
Yes.
point. As if he wanted to be healed half of it.
I don't even think resistance actually works if you have absorb. It just gets nullified.
Yeah, because it doesn't absorb a higher level.
Yeah.
So
Shadow. My magical socks of elemental resistance.
Yes, the non-matching socks.
One's pink and one's stripy.
No. One's pink and then the other one is black and white polka dot.
Oh. Sorry.
Get it right when you get it wrong. So, what's this business you want to talk about? We probably have some time before the next wave.
We wanted to look into recruiting you to the fuck, what's it called? Summit Destroyers.
Divine Destroyers.
Divine Destroyers, that's it.
The Divine Destroyers. I've heard a lot of that lot. They're a new team that formed up with some heroic adventurers. What do they need me for?
I think morale, having somebody of your
Caliber in our ranks
background and
would
fame
support us.
and just sheer power would boost their numbers of recruitment and such, as well as just having that reliability of having somebody with your background around.
Well, I could definitely bring all the fame to their group, yeah. Though if it's just for a prized pony, it kind of seems a bit weird you'd come in person.
Well, you
We'll
know,
be able to
we're
go
not
into more
exactly
detail
privy
with
to
the
their
same once we
high-level
take you
plans.
back.
His head between Joseph and Mogme as he tries to piece the conversation together.
You'll be able to get more information once we take you back to Azame. He's the one that offered us the quest to come and retrieve you.
Though he did say that he would offer you 250,000 gil to come and be hired by him.
That's another ring.
It's a lot of things. Well then, the Divine Destroyers certainly have the capital for it seems. Very well, I will... Axel is cut off before he can finish his sentence, as another explosion of purple and black lightning appears behind the party, summoning forth two more Eragos demons. With loud demonic roars, they charge the party. Axel stating, we'll continue this after we've dealt with these foes. Thought Joseph was going to try and mark Axel again.
I thought I did. I thought I tried to anyways. Let me go up and look.
You tried when you met him, like, at the beginning of the adventure, but not here.
Okay. Can I try it again before we do this, just to see what I
Sure.
get?
You can attempt to.
What are these things called again?
Eragos. And you mark Axel.
I feel like I don't want to know his ability modifiers. Dang. My intelligence is higher.
He doesn't really use intelligence, so that's fine.
I know.
first one's going to be casting some spells.
Spellcraft. See what it is.
Yep.
Such low rolls. I hope that's my last low roll for the day now.
Come out now, it's fine.
It is casting Gravija.
Oh, wow. Yikes.
Okay, everyone needs to make me 2 fortitude saves, please.
Eh. Eh. I'm gonna re-roll my second one. Eh.
I
Still not
actually
good.
roll it 2 separate ones.
That ain't good.
Alright, Axel, we get it.
Bet you had fun making Axel.
Eh. I hardly use him. Or hardly gonna use him, so it's just really for like 1 or 2 encounters. Joseph, you need to make 2 unless you did somewhere else.
He did.
Yeah, I made 2 separate ones on accident because I forgot to push the 2 button. I got like a 20 and a 17 or something like that.
Okay, Kumunch, you are set. Well, you lose half your health. Joseph and Mogmi, you are set to a quarter of your current health.
Eh.
Hello. 33.
No, you round down.
I'm almost dead.
It is then going to fly straight up. Joseph.
Oh boy. I have no idea exactly what I'm doing yet. Hold on.
Are you thinking of what to do, or are you trying to talk?
I'm trying to figure out what I need to do, or what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to use a swift action to, these guys probably don't use reflex saves very often, so I'm gonna do Vanish. And then I think I'm going to charge the one that's on the ground.
Can you charge for allies?
No, I cannot. Never mind. I'll just double move over there after I vanish.
Okay. As you move up under the effects of Vanish, you can see that the Aragos is tilting his head down to you as you approach.
Rip.
Oh, man. Let's see. So it's watching me as I come up on that second move action. Can I try to do an acrobatics, or is it too late?
He hasn't had a turn, so he can't do it up to you anyway.
Yeah, that one hasn't had a turn yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so never mind then.
It's just to state that he can still see you. Or at least hear you. Alright, Mogme.
Mogme is going to use 2 motes of times to heal himself.
That's a good one. You had 3 6s in that. Oh, an 8 and 2 6s.
Yep, there we go. Back to full health. And then I'm going to fly up 20 foot because that's my full movement. And then cast a spell. The one that's in front of Joseph. Let's see if I can show off in front of Axel. DC 27. 31 spell resistance.
Just give me one moment. For some reason their saves didn't update.
Come on,
They
let me
don't.
show off. Let me show off.
They don't have their bonuses in. I was like, why is this so low? So because that doesn't have the bonus.
That's fine. Let it fail.
He will save.
Darn. I can't make him reroll because I've already used my
If I
meter.
didn't realise that was too low for what he should have, he would have died.
Good.
But he will take the non-elemental damage.
Yep, that's all I can do.
Alright. Goes to the Aragos up top.
Tried to save you, Joseph.
That's okay. I'm cannon fodder.
And he is going to full attack Joseph with his safe and flaming whip. It's called whip.
Dead.
Yeah, I'm probably dead.
Minus 220 damage.
You may not even need to. The first attack will hit for 38, and you don't care about the fire. Do you have any DA or anything?
Not versus fire.
No, this is just a normal. 38 is normal damage.
Oh yeah, no, I don't have any DR or anything like that.
So that'll put you unconscious. With you being unconscious, he won't need his full attack, and he'll move the rest. Kumunch.
Feel the best bet here is ask Osa to go full berserk and make me her pack. So that's what I shall do. So I'm holding my turn till after Osa, see what she does from that.
You say you're holding your turn till after Osa.
Yeah.
Okay.
After asking her to do what I said.
You hear that intro?
Yep.
Okay. Go to Axel. I'm just going to check the activation of this item. He's going to click his heels together and get haste. Try to check his speed. Okay, that's fine. He's going to get to there. And provoke from that Ergos. It'll hit for 26. Oh, no, not 26. 41. And also heal him slightly, because there's fire in there. Axel will then make a swing into the back.
Oh, wow. Okay, then.
He will hit. I think this thing. Okay. Actually, it says power attack in there. His power attack is not in there, so add 24 to that.
Wait, what?
I've got all the other bonuses in there, just don't have his power attack in there. And we'll go to Osa. You'll be flanking with Axel.
Oh, and what sort of action is it to rage and frenzy?
3.
Okay, she's going to do both. She's going to do as Kumach asked and make him her pack. And I have to re-pull up the sheet because my internet decided it didn't want to do what it was supposed to do. This may take a million years, so please be patient. As soon as I can actually get this sheet to load, I was going to put in her bonuses and then full attack.
One hour later.
She would probably do the invincible rage form right now, yes?
That is what she tends to use.
Okay, it looks like... Looks like the buffs are popping up now, so I'm going to make a full attack. I had to start over because I missed something. She is currently flanking with Axel, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's away now. It's gonna take nothing. Oh, there we go.
First one hits, second one will miss. Third one hits. Frenzy hits and the bite will miss. Done?
Yep, she regains some hit points from those 3 hits, and that's it for her.
She only got... Oh yeah, she got 3, yeah, sorry. Go bunch.
I'm going to 5 step. So this is how you bite Osa. And have it.
You're gonna bite Osa?
No, but that thing.
You said this is how you bite Osa.
You have haste on?
Oh yeah, ignore the haste one.
Roger, roger. First hits, second misses, third misses. Crit will hit. And the final one will hit. That it?
That's all I got. Wait, no, I'm lying. I can scan these things, even though I already know what they can do, but I'm still going to scan it.
Alright.
I can't fail scan.
You know what it does. One up top does not like what Axel can do. Or does it like what Kumich can do? Or what
I
can
did
do?
nothing wrong.
So it's going to cast some spells. That is probably arranged for... oh no, he's a corpse. Well, he's not a corpse, he's unconscious. So everyone aside from Joseph needs to make 2 fortitude saves.
Oh, come on.
Jack? Jack!
Alright, it's coming.
There it is.
I just healed myself.
Well, heal yourself again. Ku and Mogmi will go down to a quarter of their health. Osa will get half.
Half of the current, right?
Half of current, yes. He will fly closer to the alive people. Joseph, give me a constitution check.
Hold on, I gotta open up my character sheet now.
Okay, you will lose a hit point and continue bleeding out. Whilst invisible, so it makes it harder for people to target you. Mogami.
Repeat what he did last round.
As you begin healing yourself, Axel will point over to the one in the sky. We can handle the one down here, if you want to try that again on the one up there.
Kidoki Kupo. And after hearing Axel, we'll cast a spell towards that one. DC 27, spell resistance 29.
Let me just double check that is in there correctly now. Actually, should be one higher. Don't know why that was one lower. Okay, even with the one higher, he will fail this save as cuts appear all across his body and he falls to the floor.
That's my one, Kupo. It's all down to you. In which saying so, Mogmi will continue to fly up 20 foot.
This Eragos is going to start off on Kumunch.
Kumunch, did you take outflank?
No. Just normal flanking.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I would add my bonus in correctly if I was gonna.
Kumunch, you'll take 45 damage. And then Usa is going to take that much from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, from 6 attacks. I know she has some amount of DR, as well as your invisible rage going on.
I don't know where those numbers are.
Well, she has deadly rage either way, so she's not going down. But that's just the amount of damage she'll take.
Right, I just want to know what the correct number of hit points she has left over. I don't know what her DR is.
She also gains temp for going into rage.
Would that have been affected by Gravija?
No, Gravija is just your actual health, not your temp.
Okay, so she's got 45 hit points for temporary hit points. I do not know where her what's it called?
DR?
Yeah, I don't know where her DR is.
It would probably be... Wouldn't it be on her buff?
Well, her DR from Invincible Rager is 5. I don't know if she has the beast power, the rage power.
Axel will get his full attack in. Oh, and he gets 3 crits.
Jesus. The crit confirmed, bro.
He auto confirms crits. It's what fights get level 20.
Oh, right.
No idea why that's being a weird number. Okay, whatever. It's a lot of damage. And Axel cut that one to shreds, you say?
Okay, so for right now, I'm going to assume that it's 5. I just messaged G in the Discord to make sure. So you said 6 attacks, right?
Yeah, so it'd be 30 off of 176, so 146.
And then 45 temporary HP ends up with 101,
1.
which is okay.
101 damage. So if she stops rage, she shouldn't die, because I don't think she gets con in rage. I think it's just the temp.
That is correct.
Though, Mogmi may want to go around do some healing.
I don't know where Joseph is, but I'll drop down to the floor and heal some Osa.
I'm pretty sure Joseph has more than 10 con, so he'll be fine. But you don't
Yeah,
really know
I've
his health.
14 gone.
Yeah, you'll get to him in time.
That'll be for Osa. Did you want me to use the Phoenix down on Kumaj? Did you want me to get Joseph up and he can use the scroll or something?
Yeah, choose the Phoenix down. Screw it.
Alright, Mogmi will use a Phoenix down on Kumunch to bring him back to 1.
There's 2 negative levels in it from Phoenix downs.
Yes.
And that's for Joseph. Everyone should be alive. And then I'll let Kumunch do like group healing.
With the defeat of the 2 higher-ranking demons, you move to go revive all of your allies. And as the bodies of the demons crash into the floor, like all their previous kin, a loud, heart-piercing screech can then be heard as a shockwave washes over the battlefield. A small earthquake under the party's feet. Axel sheaths his weapon after the screech, addressing the party again. That'll be it for today, I wager. At least in this vicinity. That screech is a sort of timer for their invasion portals. No more will open up until they set them up once more, or until their forces have recovered. Axel will put a hand down low.
Yeah!
I'm gonna limit break to bring out that one that went invisible that time. Who has the full cure spell?
Alright, we bring out the thing for full cure. You can have, I think 4.
Yeah, everybody fully heal. What was the ruling on draining MP?
If you
Was it half
drain,
of it or something?
if you drain from summons, you take away the full amount, but you're only healed for half of that.
Yeah, right. I'm just gonna do that for 4 turns then.
Okay, let me bring up this sheet. So full cure 4 times, you say?
Mm-hmm.
And give you those draws.
I've done it. 73 from 4 of them.
You will gain 34 MP.
So I only need the 2 spells then.
Huh?
I only need the 2 spells then. Wait, do you
no,
mean
you get like 34 in
is
total.
that
If you
half
do,
of it already?
that's half, yeah.
Right.
But you took all of the MP they had left, that's why you didn't get 36.
Yeah, that's fine. I gained 14. Why are you casting that?
Getting rid of your negative levels.
That won't get rid of negative levels?
Asuna doesn't do it. It's Restorer.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay.
And we know this is over now, so save it.
Okay.
Oh, that wasn't fun.
Yeah.
It's certainly
but,
less fun when you're all on your own.
As
Humans
I
will
learned
start
very
doing these things.
painfully.
Does anyone want a piece? Unless Humans just like grabs and rips off a piece of his flesh.
Alright, thank you. So, do we need to linger around any longer?
Joseph will just go around cutting off a couple of fingers off of each one of the different types that I hasn't seen Kumach eat yet. And bring it with us while he's mounting down on the big guys.
Well, like I said, that Screech is pretty much a halt in their attacks. We can go meet up with these Divine Destroyers of yours. Where are we going? I can teleport us there.
Yeah, I mean, if you're tired, I can always teleport us as well, Kupo. Up to you.
It takes no real energy for me to do so.
Alright, I'll pass along the destination of where we're going then.
Cistern Hold. Quite an odd place to be held up. Though I have been there before, a teleport would be no problem.
Mogmi, holds onto his foot.
Come on, let's go. I've got the rest of your snack.
Fine.
Gathering close, Axel will stamp his right foot down, with a hand reaching into the skies and shouts, "Teleport!" With his command, a lightning bolt strikes down onto the party, porting them across the plane, landing immediately within the teleportation hall of Cistern Hold.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
With the shocking entrance into the teleportation hall, workers and bypassers in the building will turn their heads to the direction of the party. Whispers start to circulate around the populace, turning into louder conversation as the onlookers recognize the hero of light. As the civilians talk amongst themselves, some start to run out the hall, calling out to the people outside. Axel turns to the party. This is going to get a bit hairy. Let's hurry to your base of operations before a crowd forms up.
Mogmi will lead the way to his aim.
Telling Axel about the War Purifiers guilds, you lead him quickly out of the teleportation hall. Whilst the party tries to avoid a gathering crowd, they are somewhat forced into a form of parade with Axel. Townsfolk lining the sides of the streets, hanging out of windows, cheering for the hero of light. Axel waves at people as he passes by, shaking hands where he can, yet moves at a hasty pace. Along with the crowds adorning Axel, several Muggles will come hopping and flying over to Mogmi, pieces of paper and quills in their hands. "Ah, Mogmi! Mogmi! You saw you in the tournament! Can we have your autograph, Kupo?"
I mean, we're in a rush, Kupo, but I always have time for fans. Mogmi will start scribbling down on the parchments that they're giving him.
With the parchments and quills being handed to Mogmi, Kumach's nose starts to flare up as several other people come over to him, with bowls and pots of food. Kumach, we'd like you to try our food. Please, spread word about it. We'd love you to have you at our restaurant.
Oh, which restaurant?
They give you several names of different restaurants you've never been to.
I will try and remember them all, and I'll happily try all the food given to me. Let's have a look. Where is it? Yeah. So every time I try something, I'll just say, "Oh, it could use a bit of this or this or that."
Your ever-increasing knowledge about how to cook food and prepare it for the masses gives both inspiration as well as a new flair to their cooking techniques as they start to jot it down on their own notepads. And as Kumach enjoys his food, a few members in similarly dark cloaks and prized possessions on their hips and chest belts will approach Joseph. Joseph, we're from the Reclaimers Guild. Do you remember us?
There was a lot of people there, guys. And I was barely ever there. I was always out.
Oh, that's fine. Do you mind autographing our treasures?
Yeah, what'd you guys find?
They start to produce daggers with silver blades and golden hilt, others with books years gone by. Some just have satchels and bags that seemingly belonged to now dead adventurers.
I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I'll sign the blade, I guess?
One of them hands you a slightly vibrating quill. As you can see, the tip is dyed purple, and you're pretty sure it would be placing an arcane mark on the items.
Oh, that's easier. I was thinking I was gonna have to, like, take my weapon and just start carving.
Oh, no. We're always prepared to increase the value of our items.
Well, I don't know how much it's going to increase the value of this item, but here you go. Then hand it back.
I can't wait to get back to Nefel and see all the guys this. And as Joseph adorns treasures with his mark, several Burmesians make their way over to Osa, both male and female, most of them having satchels at their sides, a few of them garbed in dragoon armor. Miss Osa, you are a wondrous Burmesian, a great wonder to behold. Many of us are post-Burmesians, and we'd always wanted to aspire to be a great warrior like yourself. That's good. We'd love to sit and chat with you sometime, talk about your adventures. Kind of in a hurry here. Oh, that's fine. Please come to these inns. And they all hand off different cards to Osa with the places where all the different missions are staying. The crowds continue to assault the group with adoration and calls for autographs, signs, and conversations as you continue to kind of shuffle your way towards the northern part of town, or at least more north than the teleportation hall. And as you move through the streets of Axel, you will finally arrive at the Water Purifiers Guild. Several of the members having set up fences and checkpoints around the guild, obviously getting word of the approach of Axel. The members move parts of the makeshift barricade to allow the party and Axel into the guild. And as the party move inside, some of the large members will shout over the crowd. Sir Phoenix is here under important business. Please disperse. Getting inside of the building, the workers inside will stand up quickly at attention as Axel enters. The members will quickly move to give Axel a round of applause, several shouting thank you to the hero. With a sweat on his brow, Axel scratches his head as he turns to the party. Sorry for the show and tell. This normally happens when I visit settlements. Thankfully, the guild set up a checkpoint to stop people rushing inside.
Jeez, is this something you deal with all the time, Axel?
I enjoyed it. I got a lot of free food.
I'll take out the pocket fingers that I cut off of the other things that I hadn't seen him eat yet, and I just slip them to him.
Oh, my food.
Well, normally, if I'm not entering on business, I tend to set up a disguise for settlements. I don't really get much time to myself if I don't.
Yeah, this is new to us. I guess we really made a name for ourselves in that tournament, huh?
Just a bit.
Your group entered into a tournament?
Yeah, a little while back. That's where the Divine Destroyers contacted us. We took first place in it.
That'll probably be why your name has been getting around. Tournament winners are definitely a sort of celebrity around.
Yeah, we've done a couple of other things that our name has managed to get around as well, but that's the most recent and the most publicized, I believe.
Well, tournaments certainly draw a crowd. As you talk with Axel, the Tarataro Kakachita will approach the party amongst the commotion, talking to you. Wow, the Hero of Light, Axel Phoenix! What brings you to the guild? Axel tilts his head down as he addresses Kakachita. Ah, hello. I am here at the behest of the Divine Destroyers. Are they around right now? Hearing the news, Kakachita will jump as they are startled. The hero is helping us? Wow, our plane is so close I could touch it. The lieutenants are currently away on their mission, but I can bring you up to speed on our mission if you want. Axel turns to the party and talks to them once more. Looks like I'll be brought up to speed here. I'll stay here for a while, so feel free to return when the lieutenants are back. It will probably be best if I rest in this building. Don't want overcrowding in the streets.
Sounds good to me, Kupo. I guess
Weren't we
we'll...
supposed to get paid too? Did they forget about us?
Probably.
Well, let's just go and find the quest giver.
They're not here right now, but they said the lieutenants are out.
Alright, then all we do is wait for them to come back.
Yeah, in the letter you got to go recruit Axel, they said that Azame, Dranben, and Saoirse were off on a important mission that needed their attention quickly.
Yeah. So I think for now, I guess we could rest up as well, because we've been through a couple battles ourselves. We could do with a bit of rest.
How much does it cost to get
I
rid of
guess
2
so.
negative levels?
I should have the handout. That's the wrong one. Here we go. It's 280. Oh no, it's Substraga. All temporary. Yeah, okay, so it's 280 gil.
I'll pay that.
Oh no, sorry, 450 gil. I was reading the price for the lower version. I like that low amount of money.
Hey, I spend my money. Mainly on party items, time I still spend it.
Didn't Mogme also have negative levels because they died as well, didn't they?
Joseph got rid
Joseph got rid of mine.
Ah, okay.
Well, I guess we better find a room to wait out the time until they call us again.
Yep.
Do you think we should get a room for Axel as well under an assumed name so that
No, he said he's
he'll
going
have
to stay
somewhere
here.
to stay
He's
under?
said
He
he's
said
gonna
he's staying
stay.
in this building.
Oh, okay.
Alright, Q Munch is off to go to all these restaurants. See you in a bit.
They have rooms here available to us too, though, don't they? Actually, if I remember correctly.
At the Water Purifiers Guild? No.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Actually, I'm just going to go to an inn/bath. I'll have a clean up before I go anywhere. How much like one of the best rooms they've got / best bathhouses?
Depends on what you want from it.
Somewhere to sleep and a really good bath / clean.
I'll double check, but pretty sure it's 10 gil, which means nothing to you. Well, it may do to you with your 200 gil.
Oh yeah, I want that professional cleaning service we had before.
Well, you're also wanting an inn you can stay at.
Yeah.
So if you want the best inn, it is 10 gil. If you want all the extra services, it'll be another 10 gil to deep clean you.
I'll go for that then. After a deep clean, I'll be off to the restaurants.
As it comes off to your deep clean, you'll definitely have a very vast difference from beforehand as they clean out all the blood and guts from your skin. I'm pretty sure poo are skin, not fur. Though it's hard to tell because you're just kind of weird, big tongue monsters. As they come up to your teeth, well, that's a whole nother case. They have to bring out a huge brush with a load of toothpaste, though it doesn't seem to really clean your teeth that well. A lot of the decay is already just kind of set in, as well as it being made out of, well, not made out of metal, but stronger than metal at this point, since you count as so many different things for overcoming DR.
Yeah. Basically everything. I think the next thing's alignment, but I don't think that would affect how they clean my teeth.
They use a brush, the brush turns evil. And then the brush gives everyone bleeding gums. And after cleaning yourself with the deep clean, you head off to the inns and restaurants that people ask you to go to. Plenty of the staff will recognize you just upon looking as they crowd you and give you a massive table to yourself.
I'll offer to cook.
Cook your own meal?
No, just cook for the restaurant. Get a bit of business in. I'm pretty sure people would come if I didn't know I'm cooking.
It's like Gordon Ramsay going to a kitchen and
Hell
just
yeah.
bringing all the new customers, and then they never go back. Alright, give me another profession chef, see how well you do against them.
So I've roll a 1 and burn all the food.
Well, you'd still get a 19 with a 1. Well, it's definitely a night to behold with your cooking. On par with 4 or 5-star chefs. And easily being able to produce plenty of different dishes at the same time. And you certainly draw a good crowd and coming over to the new openings or reopenings of the restaurant under your name.
Joseph and Osa just try to stay away from crowds, not be recognized, and try to go just find a place to stay for the night. We'll probably end up at the same place as Kumach. Joseph will pay for the room.
As Monkney just looking introspective atop the rooftops.
Yep.
And I guess Osa goes off to get cleaned as well and just rests and stays away from people.
Yeah, that's kind of what I said. She and Joseph just try to stay away from people and go hide in a room somewhere.
Oi, oi.
You all go your separate ways to spend the rest of the day doing your own activities as it rolls into night, and you all head back to your own inns and rest for the next day. Resting until the next day, the party awakens to a busy morning in Siston Hold. Crowds gather on the streets outside their window as markets have opened up, selling tourist souvenirs and items relating to Axel. It's obvious the city took advantage of the rumors surrounding the hero. Heading downstairs, the inns will be full to the brim with new customers, many seemingly traveling adventurers, some in similar garb to Axel, wielding similar weaponry. A Burmesian approaches the party, a large messenger bag at their hip, pulling out a letter. The Burmesian addresses the party. A message for you, sirs and ladies.
What you got there, buddy?
A letter.
I'll take
Who's
the
it
letter.
addressed to?
Backup plan.
I'll take the letter
Alright.
then.
Go ahead and read it, Kumach.
I shall do so.
Read it quietly and then pass it around.
With a tip of their feathered cap, the Burmesian wanders off, delivering more letters and packages. Tearing open the envelope, the party can read the letter. Dear Backup Plan, we have caught Axel Phoenix up on the situation and await your return to the Water Purifiers Guild building. Your reward is here, and we wish to discuss the next course of action with you. We hope to see you soon, Azame Cloth.
Yeah, we got no better to do.
There we go. We'll finish up our breakfast and head right over there.
Would I have time to fully recover MP?
Do you have Ring of Sustenance?
Yes. Wait.
I think we all do.
Yes, I still have it. And we get 3 MP per hour of rest.
You would have had 8 hours to yourself and then normal sleep.
It's just your level you're getting back in it.
Sleeping is your level plus casting mod.
I'm full. I only literally just made it to full.
That looks close enough.
And with your healing, do you head off towards the Water Purifiers Guild?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Making your way across the streets, aside from overcrowding and bull rushing your team, the civilians instead give you hearty waves as they call out your name and wish you a good day. And as you walk towards the Water Purifiers Guild, aside from all of the souvenirs and items surrounding Axel, you will see some very similar paintings and photos of your group's actions within the tournament grounds, probably making their way all the way from Zrekin over to here to get more of them sold to make more money off of your fame.
Too much will walk past the picture and say, oh gosh, I look good there.
They got your good side from behind. Does Mogmi or Joseph have no interaction with what's going on?
There's just pictures here, right? That's it? More paintings?
Paintings and photos of your time in the Colosseum.
Mogmi just continues
Yeah, I'll
to
just
walk.
ignore them.
What were you saying, Jack?
Mogmi just continues to walk, not really acknowledging them.
He's got the one he wants.
Need to pay an artist just to have Mogmi standing atop all the corpses just on his own with none of the team.
Pretty much.
Making your way over to the Water Purifiers Guild, yet again you'll find the streets full of the carriages, carts, and undead chocobos, most likely belonging to the Divine Destroyers. Though the amount of said vehicles has definitely increased since your last visit, possibly more of the Divine Destroyers making their way over into Sistine Holds. And as you enter into said guild building, you'll be approached by the undead companion of Azame yet again. Welcome back, backup plan. Are you perhaps here to meet up with the Masters?
Of course, Kupo.
Yeah, we got your letter. Or the letter from Azam, at least.
Yes, the letter would be from my master, not me. He then kind of flexed his bony fingers together. I'm not one for calligraphy.
I was using the you as a collective, as in the group, the Divine Destroyers as a entity.
You are referring to the royal you, then?
Yeah, sure.
The lieutenants are currently discussing matters within a meeting hall within the basement level. Are you ready to meet with them now?
Please.
Whenever they're ready.
Well, I know they have things to discuss with you, so they should be fine you going into there now. Wilson, the undead, will then lead you through a nearby door, taking you through a very long staircase down to the depths of the building. And it seems like the staircase may take you about 10 minutes to go down, as we'll have our break here.
Yay!
And I shall be right back. It's like we have all returned.
Hello.
Hello.
Hola. Alright, so following Wilson down the long staircase, you enter into the basement level of the Water Purifiers Guild. Heading into the earth has a stark contrast in both smell and sounds from the upper floors, as instead of the movement and shifting of rock from the nearby walls, or the magical casting from the purifiers on the water, you instead hear the rushing of water via the pipes in the walls, and almost a jet-like steam noise every so often, possibly from the machines hidden within the walls, or in the adjoining rooms that are possibly being used for the other services of the guild. The corridor itself is a bit tighter than before, being about 6 or 7 feet wide. Kumunch definitely having a bit of an issue to make his way down the hall, possibly giving a good shine and sheen to the walls with his hips.
7 foot tall, not 7 foot fat. That's just rude.
Have you seen the kind of things you've been eating? I think you might be putting on a few pounds there, buddy.
Feel sorry for when he finally goes to the toilet.
We talk about the ring of sustenance does that all for you.
Yeah.
As you continue through the hallway, the air is definitely filled with a very cleaning smell, almost as if it was chlorine or bleach. If anyone had memories of swimming as a child, you'd definitely remember the burning sensation of your eyes.
Never bothered me.
Bother me.
As you finally come up to a room, a very lavishly designed wooden frame hangs above the door. Written on it reads Meeting Room 4, outside of which is a human in full plate and a aura in red garbs and a feathered cap. As they see you approach, the human in full plate gives a bow to your party. Hello there. Yeah, backup plan. I saw your fight within the Colosseum. It was a sight to behold. I even picked up a few tricks from you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, that was just child play.
If a fight like that was child's play, I would hate to be the outsiders you faced when you got Axel into our team. Rumors have been circulating around the group about your deeds.
Yeah, one got petrified, a few instantly died. It's normal.
I could only wish my own team would have a mage as competent as Mogmi there. Most of the Moogles I meet are mostly post-Moogles or white mages.
I just go look around for some holes. We found her in the floor, stuck. Found him in the floor, stuck when we first met.
You wouldn't catch me
That
stuck
time being
anymore.
stuck.
I let him think I was stuck, Kupo.
Hiding away from the monsters.
Well, nonetheless, your origins do not relate to your current deeds. Wherever you've been from, you're definitely going much further in life.
Indeed I am, Kupo.
Are you here to join the meeting?
Absolutely. If you could let us proceed.
Yes. They're currently amidst the talk, but we were told to expect your group. The man then pulls out a key and unlocks the door. As he opens it up to you, you can peer inside. You may need to zoom in because it might break at different zoom levels just because it's a small room. As you make your way into the room, or at least looking inside, you can see a lavish table aligned with different items of magical origin, as well as some dishes of food. Though the food is mostly there for nibbles, but I'm pretty sure when Kumach gets in there, it will no longer be nibbles. Sitting atop the different chairs of the seats, you recognize quite a few of the members, as you should be able to see their name tags. I'll just make that for you. As you can clearly make out Zane Clough near the head of the table, though sitting at the head of the table is Fidan, the leader of the Water Purifiers, possibly sitting in on any of the meetings as the Divine Destroyers are pretty much using their guild as a base of operations for now. Sat next to Dranben is a
Troll?
a troll, no. Dranben's not sitting next to a troll. They have bunny ears.
That's opposite the yeah. Ignore me.
Set next to Dranben is a Viera with spiked chakrams on her hip. Below her is a Aura who definitely looks like she's seen quite a few battles. On the opposite side of the table, you can see another Aura, who yet again is a very muscly fellow. Below him is a Magi Troll, though you'll have no recollection of that one in particular. And next to him sits Axel Phoenix. Adorning the walls are also some more members of the Divine Destroyers, though it doesn't seem like their ranking was high enough to allow them seats, or the room lacked enough for everyone. And it seems everyone finds their own seats at the table, with Kumach getting to the head, directly across from Fidan.
Mockme will announce and say, "Sorry for the disturbance and being late. Please catch us up to speed and proceed with the meeting."
Azane will speak up as he sees you arrive and has, as you introduce your group. Welcome, Backup Plan. We've heard of your deeds and received your efforts. He then waves his hand over to Axel, giving you a slight wave. We are glad you were able to persuade the grand hero Axel to join our cause. His strengths, both of body and of mind, will definitely aid in the hasteness of our plan to make a new plane for all those who wish to go there. Dranben will then wave over to one of the other members near the door. I apologize that we were not able to be here on your return. There was something that needed our attention rather urgently. We have your reward. The member near the door then walks over and places a lockbox just between Kumach and Osa.
Joseph will unfold a corner of his hole, and Kuma should just start pouring it in, I guess.
And in the box is 63,000 gil in Cactua coins, which would be 63 different coins. Or individual, rather than different. They're all the same type of coin. Ensure, are you going to add that onto G's sheet for her?
Sure, I can do that.
Or wherever she keeps her money. She can add it into her amassing pile as she fails to find new items to buy. And placing the coins from the lockbox into your hole will divide it up later. The member will take the lockbox and bring it back with them to the side of the door. If you were curious about where we were being taken care of, the backup plan, we were actually helping our fellow here. Drownben then places a rather large hand onto the shoulder of the Vieira, who perks up as you can all make perception rolls.
Yikes. Getting rid of those ones now. Unlucky Joseph.
Alright, looks like everyone's easily able to see it. As the Vieira perks up, you will notice that her gaze was kind of stuck onto Mogmi with a slight redness to her cheeks. Yes. I shall introduce myself. I am Shersha, a lieutenant of the Divine Destroyers. I was held up at one of our forward bases after I was able to get information about a new item for our plane. I called upon both Asame and Feed, and with their help, we were able to gather up a Palm Sun.
It's nice to meet you, Lieutenant.
Oh, what now?
A Palm Sun. It's a miniaturized sun that you can hold within your palm, though the name is kind of misleading, unless you have an immunity or some sort to fire. If you were to touch it, you would definitely lose whatever appendage you were using.
Sounds like fun.
It was not fun getting it out of where it was located, but altogether we were able to do so. Thankfully, we have some good magic coming from Azame. Fidan will then peek up from the head, or the other head, of the table. Yes, the notion of a sun within your palm is definitely intriguing. We have been discussing our destroyers to have some of our researchers look upon it. Creating something similar could definitely benefit this plane, aside from the one that they are making. Azame will then reply, yes. We will be allowing the water purifiers, as well as some of the other guilds within Sistern Hold, to look over the Palm Sun before we place it more permanently within our plane.
Good to hear, Kupo.
Azame will then continue, as no one else juts in. Aside from the coin you have been given, we would all us lieutenants, as well as the other members, like to extend our gratitude towards Backup Plan. Your aid in acquiring 2 of the other items, as well as the hero himself, have definitely hastened our plans. At first, we had estimated a year before the plane would be fully in realization. But with these items and Axel himself, we are possibly pushing that towards a month or even 2.
Damn, that was like right around the corner.
Quick advancement, Kupo. I'm glad our work has made a difference.
It will make all the difference, so that we can make a place that we can all call home, and not have to worry about the blights that's hound this one. The Magi Troll then slams their staff into the floor beneath their chair, making a small hole in the wooden floor.
Ah, get on with it, same. The trolls would like their own plane, yes. Yes, get away from the control of the bastard bitch.
Having some issues with the Troll Queen?
Ah, I spit upon that position. The Troll Queen is not of our kin. She is the blue, the white. We hate her. She feigns control over all trolls. Not the way, not the way.
Oh, I've got a grudge to pick with her.
Ah, the illustrious Backup Plan. You wish to kill the Troll Queen, yes? We should join in hands. We assault her base. We take her head.
Oh, that's not how I'm going to do it. But rest assured, if I had some financial aid from you, I could do it myself in a night. She would be dead and everything would be much better.
Coin is not at hand. We only have strength, numbers, tradition. Tradition that the bitch steps upon, putting her claim over all trolls that her blue hand gets on.
Let's talk about our personal grudges against her after this. We'll make an arrangement of some sort.
Yes, yes! Joining the Divine Destroyers was a great plan indeed. The true trolls shall reign supreme. Well, here we get to the plane. The memory of the blue bitch shall be erased.
Dranben then narrows his gaze to the Magi Troll, who, almost like a dog who bit his owner, kind of lets out a slight whimper, and he looks down at the table. We are not here to discuss the assault of any other heads of groups, cults, or clans. This talk of killing or assaulting the Troll Queen is to stop immediately, and I hope you do not discuss this any further within either the Water Purifiers Guild or any of our housings.
Mogmi just kind of donks Joseph on the head with his staff. You'll listen, Kupo.
Mogmi, you don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about anything.
Let's just refrain from talking at the table, Kupo.
Oso will look over to Joseph. And we also made a contract with the Troll Queen. I wouldn't like to go against that contract unless she attacked us first. Please do not call me Daddy.
Mogmi would like look over to his aim and see like, so shall we proceed with this meeting, Kupo?
Yes. We'd already got through many of the details with the Aura and the Troll here. We are mostly amassing more members. Our base within Zrekon is reaching its limit, and we've been carting around other members to our other facilities. The prayer holds are definitely gaining more members by the day.
I'm pleased that our numbers continue to grow, Kupo. Though I'm sure we could always do with more.
The more members we gain, the more power we hold, and the easier it will be to create and maintain the new plane. The most important part to that fact are the prayer people.
Prayer people, Kupo?
Yes. It's a common known fact amongst the clergy who pray to the deities on high that the more followers a certain deity or being has, and the more devout their worship, the more power the specific deity will hold over than their normal power. The prayer locations we have set up are, as a matter of fact, a way to siphon that prayer power. We should be using said power to create the plane, though amassing it takes quite some time.
Oh, I understand, Kupo. What can we do to assist?
Well, that is one of the reasons we would like Axel to join us. His reputation, as well as his standing as a hero of light, already chosen by a deity, Rama, will definitely bring plenty of people to our cause, and a lot of those will be non-combatants. Perfect members to be prayers. Along with that fact, your group has been amassing quite a bit of fame ever since your work within the Tournament of Zrekon. People have been digging up info on your group, as well as your past deeds. Your works within the Tarragon Manor has reached our ears, and I'm very happy we were able to find you.
Yeah, we've had a couple of jobs that managed to make it their way to headlines somewhere. Not that we wanted it that way, but that's just the way it turned out.
Axel kind of sighs. Isn't that the way of it?
Well, our name's spreading far and wide now, Kupo.
Unfortunately.
You all notice again that Shirsha has kind of landed her gaze on Mogmi again.
Mogmi will kind of look over. Are you okay, Kupo?
Oh, yes. Joseph, you're pretty sure she wants to pet Mogmi?
I just look her in the eye until I catch her eye, and I just reach over and I pet his head real quick.
As soon as like Joseph would do this, Mogmi will kind of turn around and slap his hand away. Excuse me, Kupo?
Don't worry about it.
Mogmi will look back over to Shershar and say, if there's anything I can help you with, Kupo, just let me know.
Oh, sure, Mogmi.
Looking back over to his aim, Mogmi will kind of say, what would our quest be as of right now? What is our next point towards our end goal?
Well, with the means to create endless flora, endless water, and a source of heat and light, there's not much more we will need from the elements to create our plane and keep it substantial. The ways of creating beasts would be down to the farmers. Everything else would be provided by the plane itself. Mostly what we need now is prayer power. And, well, it's not exactly a grand old quest. We would be requesting your group, as well as Axel, to be spokespeople for the Divine Destroyers.
So we're looking to recruit more members, Gupo.
Yes, indeed. The more the merrier. There's no real age, class, or profession limitations. The ones who cannot fight can become people who use prayer.
Well, I'm happy to start as once, Gupo. I wonder if it'd be best if we split up and grasp more people's attentions as each other. The more we spread out, hopefully the further the word can be spread and more people can join.
Dranban will then reply. And to that fact, we will be bringing you to a much larger settlement, the one where our main base is held. You will be traveling to the city of Castras. We have a teleportation already set up for your group, as well as for Axel, to go there.
Mogme will sort of look to Axel. I guess we could make a competition out of it, Gupo. Who can recruit more members in such a short amount of time?
I think we lose already.
4v1. I know he's a hero of light, but we might have a chance.
Well, it won't just be 4-1. I have two of my closest allies helping me.
Mogme will look at Axel quite confused. Allies, Gupo?
Yeah, but of course, you wouldn't think I work alone all the time. I have a half-orc and a half-elvan friend.
Can I make a knowledge check to see if I know who those are?
Yes, it would be knowledge local. Okay, you'll both know that Axel has two companions. He has commonly on his adventures, though not always, as sometimes he does do things solo. One of them is a half-orc, who was the result of racial experimentation to make the perfect being. And the other is a half-elvan, whose clan of Elvan needed a new place to call home, and Axel was able to find an island for his clan to settle on. Fish got it.
I'm ashamed Jack didn't.
Yeah.
I'm actually very confused.
Did I
You
miss
should-
something?
No, you're fine, Andrew. It's
Yeah,
okay
you-
if you don't get it.
What did
I'd
I
be
miss?
very impressed if you did. Also, hella disappointed in Jack still.
Mhm.
Say it again, just so I can
I'd have to-
hear it again.
The first one is a half-orc who was a part of an experimentation on races to make the perfect being, and the other is a half-elvan whose clan of Elvan needed a new place to call home.
I'm still lost.
Disappointed.
Would I have to go back and watch the...
No, you would never get this.
No, it's clearly some other game or film or something. But I just can't link the two together.
Tut. Just put it in the Saturday game. Just put it in the chat so G can read it. Make a note of Jack not being able to remember.
Wow.
There you go. We'll see if she replies at some point. She replied to enter earlier. But yes, if it's a 3v4, I am up for a bet to see who gets the more followers.
And those people are famous too, aren't they?
They're not as famous, but they are definitely well known.
I'm out.
Oh, G's in the chat. Okay. She got it. Jack?
Wait, what?
Sorry. I was replying to G. Say that again.
Axel said he's up for making a bet if it's a 3v4 on who gets the most followers.
Mogmi never turns down from a
Joseph,
challenge, so he'll
just
agree.
that I'm out.
Mogmi will sort of like fly up a little bit towards Axel's chest level and then hold out his hand.
I don't think I have a facepalm emote, which is shad. Here you go, you'll just have the glare. Axel will shake your tiny hand, though his hand kind of like goes over your wrist as well. Dranben will then continue. Along with this meeting, we'd also been gathering reports and corrected details about every person who will be joining the new plane we are creating. Mostly to those within the higher positions. And due to Axel's esteem and what he shall be doing for us, he has been implanted in such. And since your group has definitely aided in speeding up the creation of the plane by several months, we would like to ask each and every one of you what you would like from the plane. Mogmi, what is it you wish the plane to be? What do you want from it?
Good question, Kupo. I guess a place which is just peaceful. I mean, a place where I can stay and concentrate and continue my research into time magic. A place where I won't be disturbed, Kupo.
That should already be encompassed within the plane itself, and though we'll make note to make a sanctuary for you and yours. Joseph, what is it you are wanting the plane to be, and what do you want from it?
For the most part, I just want rest. We've been very busy and have a lot of work behind us that we've just continuously done. We've had breaks in between, but there's always need for people to fight against something or other. Lack of monsters would be nice, but somewhere where I could find a hobby and make myself known for something other than fighting, perhaps.
Well, there will be plenty of non-combative activities to be had within the plane. Kumunch, I am wary to ask what you would wish of the plane, as it is kind of obvious from your actions. Although I will still ask nonetheless, what is it you wish to have within the plane and to gain from it?
He did say he would be back.
Yeah, but it's been 4 minutes. He said 5, if that. Alright, you'll just ask it over to Osa. And I'm gonna guess she'll say she wants somewhere to be quiet and just to train in peace. I don't think she has any goals for big, massive clans or families. Shosha will then pick out from her bag a shell, and she pulls out 4 pearls and rolls them across the table one at a time to the party members. Your group is now what's the word, Tranben? I think you mean promoted. Ah, yes. Your group has been promoted. You are now within the upper echelon of the Divine Destroyers. As such, you have a direct line to myself. These are link pearls, all linked to mine. If you ever need to contact me, all you need to do is place it within your ear and speak, and I should be able to hear you. Hopefully I would not be in combat and be able to reply post-haste.
Handy bit of kit, Kupo.
I think the word you were specifically looking for was elevated.
That would have been a sufficient word too, Joseph.
It's nice to see that our efforts have been rewarded with more access and not just thrown by the wayside as it might have been somewhere else.
We do like to keep care of our own, though eventually, once the plane is finally made, we would not need to have any sort of care, as the plane will provide all. Dranben then notices Kumach awaken from his food coma. Ah, Kumach, you're awake again. I did
Hello.
ask you earlier, but it seems you were in a daze. We went around the table and asked your group what you wish to have within the plane and what you wish to gain from it. What would be your answers for those?
Honestly, I might not even go to the plane. The plane itself is a great idea. However, I feel like I would be kind of ruining it if I go around hunting monsters to feast upon. I don't think there'll be any monsters there to do so.
There will not be any hostile monsters. There'll still be creatures.
Although the plane does sound like an amazing place and will help loads of people prosper and survive, I feel I'll be more useful staying behind to this one.
I have a slight question.
Yes,
How-
Joseph?
How are we going to deal with potential overpopulation of lower tier animals that have that just populate on at a quick pace when there's no predators?
The predators will mostly be the sentient beings within the plane.
We're not going to have any sort of meat or cattle for meat or anything like that?
Well, cattle aren't predators.
Right, but they're prey animals that that if they get loose at all, they can become a very large population, and without any predators, they just overpopulate.
Yes,
problems.
the people who inhabit the plane will be the predators.
Fair enough.
But if you can't die, what's the point of being a predator to eat?
Eating is still a wonderful sensation. You'll still have the taste within your buds.
You don't have to eat too much, but you still do it on a regular basis, even more than that, as often as you get a chance to.
As he realizes he's got some of the food on the table in his hand. Yeah, true.
It seems that all my questions were answered. Is your group ready and prepared to leave Siston Hold behind and head over to Castras, or do you require some time here?
I believe I'm ready, Kupo.
I think we're good to go.
Jack, don't you want to spend your fortune on anything?
No.
He's waiting for the end of the adventure to spend all the downtime.
Yep.
He's waiting for that time where he can make himself a wizard bracelet and absorb all elements.
Yes.
Which he's never gonna be able to do with the money he has.
Shh. I will, one day. I can
when you get
dream.
500,000.
No, I'm going to go and buy the lottery ticket one day.
I would never put that in the game.
Come on. 1 to 1,000,000?
No.
Come on.
Azame will then address the whole table. As it seems, we have taken care of all the issues today. Vydan and his groups will be looking over the Palm Sun to research it. Until then, it will be in their hands, or at least within containers that can hold it properly. After the plane is created, we shall take it back and place it within the plane, as well as the staff of Boa and the Everwater Orb when it's completed. Vydan, you said it will take a month for the orb to be finished? Yes, a month is a good enough time for the new orb. We have plenty of researchers and developers working upon it at full speed. Wonderful. And we have already made our deals with the trolls.
Yes, yes. You will not touch the Queen. We will do that ourselves, with the aid of the Black Joseph.
The troll then turns his head over to Joseph.
Joseph just stares at him, shaking his head. Like, not like trying to be sneaky or anything like that. He just like looks at him and just shakes his head like, quit being an idiot, dude.
Not at the table, Kupo. As Mogmi sort of looks towards the troll.
And
Mogmi
in
sort of-
return, the trolls give you all of our prayer power. Our numbers are many, and we are adept at prayer.
The Aura clans will aid in moving materials for the Divine Destroyers, but those amongst us who help you will go into said plane, going away from the clans we do not agree with. We shall also aid Chertia in her monster hunting deeds, gaining funds for the Divine Destroyers. And then myself and the backup plan shall be using our well-earned fame to gather new recruits, mainly those to be giving prayer power to the plane. I shall be going off to Nefel, getting as many people from there I can, using also my teleportation powers to go between that and the Triconfection Isles. He then turns his head over to Mogmi.
I'm sure I can teleport just as far, Kupo. We can obviously go to Castras and then obviously teleport further around once we have our time there. Spreading our name as far and as wide. And hopefully, then as he looks towards Axel, win our little bet. Kupo.
Azame then looks over the table. Mogmi, a note about your teleportation. Castras is protected, both by its current ruler, an overlord as such, and our own Divine Destroyers. Teleportation in and out is how should we say, restricted access. You'll mostly be confined to Castras.
Mogme will kind of just look to Azane when his jaw will just kind of drop like, but, Kupo. With tears in his eyes, he'll look towards Axel and be like, we'll still win, Kupo.
I'm sure you will, Mogme. Whilst your team is within Castras, I must ask you do not annoy the local lord, Judd Lord Phantom. He is quite known for removing those he does not agree with.
Do we know anything about him?
You can roll knowledge local.
I beat the mages on a knowledge check.
I mean,
You rolled a natural 20.
You all have plus 26, except Mogme's 25. Alright, so yeah, you'll all just know this just because that's fucking high. You'll know that Judlorn Phantom is a overlord of a secret syndicate, which is pretty much beneath the city of Castras. He is a middle-aged Mithra with quite a good mind about him for both coin and controlling people. And whilst he is not the named head of the city, that belongs to the Mayor Jundis Mirai. However, she is also in the, not exactly the pocket, as Judd uses both intimidation as well as blackmail to get his way. The mayor is under the control of Judd, and the mayor is mostly just there for a face, as it were, with most of the militia being paid off by Judd to turn a blind eye to all of Judd's associates and most petty crimes. He's also been known to hire assassins to cut out the tongues of people who don't agree with him and destroying families. Though the person with the backstory related to this is no longer in the game. Well, I would say the person, the character, the player's still here.
Sounds like a great person.
Nah. They went home to be a family man, and the family was the homeless. Azame then looks over the rest of the backup plan. Does your group have any questions for us? I know the other members here have already gone through extensive questioning to us before you arrived.
Mogme will kind of just look
Are
to
we going to be
everyone
able
else.
to buy stuff in Castras, like higher level stuff?
Depends on what you mean by higher level. Their casting is quite a bit lower than the capital, though I could set up some contacts between you and some of our porters. They could move word to Nefel if you needed it.
Yeah, if we're not going to be able to go to Nefel on our own, then that might be good, because we have a decent amount of coin in our pockets now, and we probably want to spend it.
If you guys want to, you can roll Knowledge Local to learn things about Castras. I'm pretty sure you just automatically know.
Do you want us to roll?
It's up to you if you just want to see those big numbers.
One after the other. Jeez.
So we know more about the underground crime syndicate than we do about the actual town.
Yes, but actually no. Okay, so now you should have been shown to those. You now know the general knowledge about Castras. It is a metropolis, and it is smaller than Nefel, although it is It's close to like the second or the third largest settlement on Gargan. You know that it is a secret syndicate which is overruled by the merchant overlord Judd Lorne Phantom. It sells items up to 6th level, and its prices are slightly altered in the favor of the city. So you pay 10% more when you buy, and you get 10% less when you sell. Aside from that, you already know about Judd Lorne having the mayor on their side against their will. As well as just knowing it's a very kind of seedy place with a lot of rent and extortion. And you'll know at the very bottom for the travel, airship, and teleportation, there is no teleportation hall, and teleportation is restricted to royalty and army. Hence why your group isn't really allowed to go and come and go as you please via teleportation.
How far away from the city itself does that entail?
Well, the city itself is 100 square miles, which is a big city. Though they would monitor a good portion near the city. You would have to go quite a few ways to the west, as Castras is hugged by 2 stems of a river and a lake on the east and north and south.
So like a couple of days ride or something like that away?
Well, if you're riding a chocobo, it would be a day ride to the west and you'll be fine to teleport. Yeah, it's heavily monitored and security-wise just because it is owned mostly by thieves and bad people. Any other questions? Backup plan.
Not that I've got.
I think I'm good.
There's probably about a million questions we need to ask, but we're all stupid and we can't think of any, so yeah, I'm good.
Don't want to ask anything about if there are any other lieutenants, who else is in the higher ranks.
What, within the Divine Destroyers?
Yeah.
I guess my only question would be, is when will we get to meet the leader of the Divine Destroyers? Wyznwyb. Wyznwyb. That one.
Viva la vida loca.
Yeah.
Tyson Backbreaker is very busy working for the more difficult challenges that our clan or group faces. They are being one of the main fonts of our power for the plane, using all the prayer powers into creating the plane. She is almost busy 24/7 in doing so. But once the plane is ready to be completed, you'll be having a meeting with her as she finishes completion.
Okay.
So is this the majority of your lieutenants then?
These are all the lieutenants of the Divine Destroyers. We were the original members of our original party, including Wyznwyb.
So in terms of like rank structure, does it go her, you guys, us, or is there some more in between us and you guys, or how does that work?
We have some people below the lieutenants, the people who have been with us since we began the guild. They mostly set up all of our written works, contracts, and whatnot. Your group is not too far behind.
Is Axel ahead of us already?
We can't exactly have the Hero of Light be a lower-ranking member.
I guess.
Think of him as more of an ambassador.
Joseph just looks a little dejected, but he's playing, so he doesn't really mean it. He's bluffing without like bluffing. You know what I mean? He's obviously being silly.
I'm going to ask if we've got any other tasks more suited for Q-Munch. Talking to people is not quite his strong suit. He'll probably scare people away rather than having them pray for us.
I forgot this guy's meant to be large. There we go. Certainly, for your group's esteem, it's a whole package deal. People want to see the entire group of backup plan together.
Fine, I'll just set up a cooking stall and give out free food to anyone willing to pray.
That'll do.
Once within Castras, we'll have one of our members there set you up at one of our buildings. It is mostly for some of our diplomatic members. Think of it as a, what do you call it, student housing? It's a large house with about 10 rooms to itself. Whilst you gather up members, our member will be helping you. We'll give you directions to send off the new recruits. From there, they'll be sent to the prayer buildings.
Once we leave here, are we immediately going to Castras, or do we have a little bit of time?
I did ask if you needed some preparation beforehand. Do you need a day to yourselves to collect your face?
I would like to enchant my weapon further, but that's going to take longer than just a day or two.
Yes, enchanting weapons definitely takes quite a bit of time, depending on how powerful it already is.
Yeah, it's starting to get up there. Nowhere near, like, Axel's weapon, for instance, but, it suits us. It suits me.
Though you should not need that much more of a more powerful weapon. Once you've gathered up members for the prayer buildings, we'll have the plane, and no fighting will be required. Aside from daily duels or sparring matches.
Yeah, that's true, but I'm sure with Mogmi's help, even we can come back here and do other stuff if we want to. Like, I know I said I would like some peace, but, like, I also would probably miss doing this every now and then. You know what I mean?
Dranben will then give out a slight chuckle. Yes, the adventurer's life does not leave you easily. It would definitely be a shame not to face off against dragons and dinosaurs.
Never fought a dinosaur before.
I mean, I can transpose between planes, so I'm sure I can aid you in, going to the plane and back.
Yeah, I kind of need balance, I gotta be able to, go somewhere and rest, and then, be exciting and daring and all that other stuff. That's the reason I left home in the first place.
Oh.
Well, when you come to the plane, you're not kept within it. You may come and go as you please. Though any new entrants will have to go through a screening process. Not you, but new people.
Well, I don't think I have any further business.
I have any more questions.
I think you both said the same thing. Well then, I shall call this meeting adjourned. If your group requires anything, make sure to use the link shells that Shirshi has provided with you to contact her.
I'll do it. Shall we get to work then?
Let's get to it.
Azame will say as you start to leave. You can talk with Kakachia. They know of the location you need to go, and they should give you a teleport there.
That's where we're headed.
I'll meet up with them in just a second. Thank you very much for meeting with us.
You get up to leave the room, and you arrive back in the hallway. Taking the hallway out, Wilson will lead you away again, and then everyone can roll perception. Okay, both Kumach and Osa can smell another presence in the hallway, though no one else can see anything. However, Mogmi, you feel a hand brush against your head.
Wait, say it again? Went through a hallway.
Somebody stroked your head.
Yeah, you're going back in the hallway in the basement level to go away, and then someone stroked your head whilst invisible.
In that time instant, can Mogmi activate bolt time and just run around, feeling around to see if he can feel someone invisible? Or feel something invisible? Doesn't necessarily mean someone.
That's not bolt time, that's something else.
Apparent time.
That was it. I mean, I guess, but everyone will be seeing you casting the spell.
Would they? It's a swift action. It's basically
A swift
just...
action that requires semantic and vocal components.
It'd only take a second.
If you want to.
Mogmi's now literally just got to run around and try and grab anything that's like invisible, especially as soon as he felt this touch on his head.
That sounds very weird, the way you said grab.
Like, if he feels for like a leg, he'll just latch onto it and not let go.
We've got to cling on. We won't be able to do it as soon as it touches your head because you'll be flat-footed, but you can start feeling around and you'll be able to find a leg.
Mogmi will just kind of latch onto it and not let go. As soon as he comes out of his apparent town, we'll be like, "Who's this? Who are you? Kapo?"
You hear a screech from an invisible being as the leg starts to kick.
Mogmi,
And you're going to need to roll C and B if you want to stay on.
Oh no, I knew you were going to say that. I just looked at what my CMB is. This is going to be hilarious. Ha!
No,
yes!
you're kicked off.
Ah.
4. How is it 4? What?
-1 because of my size, -2 because of strength. Our BAB isn't that high.
Damn.
The invisible person then goes away.
Kupo. Mogmi would kind of just like walk up to Kumach and just sit on his shoulder.
Yeah, we can't do that in this corridor, don't forget. It's very small.
At least small for Kumunch. At his thickness.
Yeah, not your height. As long as I'm not
Speaking
attached to
of-
your thigh, I'm fine.
Speaking of a tight corridor, the large Magi troll will make his way out of the room into the hallway behind you as he kind of squeezes.
Blah! Why did they not make these hallways bigger?
I guess let's head to the teleportation hall.
The Magi troll continues to squeeze after you.
Ah! Black one! Hold!
Yes.
The meeting is over, and we wish to discuss plans with you.
Did you not hear what they said? Not in this building.
We can go elsewhere. We have house rented. Rented for all trolls. You'll be welcome among the clan.
Mockme's going to kind of just quickly rustle over to Joseph, whisper into his ear and say, "Hold oh so quickly, Kupo."
Okay, I just reach out and kind of grab Osa's shoulder.
Mockme will then hold Joseph and Kumunch and teleport to the teleportation hall.
Isn't teleporting for that a full round action?
When I find out, I'll tell you.
It's a standard for
It's
the
a
normal
standard.
one. And the normal one's a standard.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do the lesser one. I was meant to do the greater one, but it's both standards.
Is Joseph going to accept the teleport?
I mean, I kind of know it's coming.
You have to roll a will to not have it.
No.
Oh, no, you don't.
It's
You can
willing.
just
There's
refuse
no
it.
will save.
I know it's coming, and I kind of figure that's what he's doing, and so I just go along with it because I don't want to get left behind. And my personal vendetta is not now.
Also, you're meant to be meeting up with Kakachita, which is on the ground floor of this place.
We'll just walk down then. At least we just got to the hall. Away from the troll.
So you're teleporting to the teleportation hall to walk back to the Water Purifiers Guild.
Kumunch isn't, because that's stupid.
I thought you said he was at the teleportation hall.
No.
You need to go to Kakachita, who was going to teleport you there. And Kakachita was at the ground floor of the Water Purifiers, because they were part of the Divine Destroyers.
I'll teleport there and tell Kakachita to just teleport us to the
Okay.
teleport hole quickly.
You teleport like 200 feet away, just through like the floor.
Yep.
Oh, hello again, Magni and friends. How can I help you?
Alright there, Kupo. We're looking to go to the teleportation hall. If you could get on that as soon as possible, please.
He's not taking us to the teleportation hall. He's taking us where we need to go.
As
He's
you
taking us
talk
to
with-
Castras.
As you talk with Kakachita, you can hear some yelling beneath the floorboards.
Ah! The shadowy one knows teleportation magic. A worthy ally.
I mean, I heard that you knew our destination. If you could take us there as soon as possible, that'd be great.
Yeah, Azame told me about it, but what's going on downstairs? Is the meeting finished? What's with the loud shouting?
The meeting's finished, Kupo. That's just a troll. He's taken a liking to some Hume that was in the meeting. I think they're having a
Oh.
conversation downstairs.
Oh yes. That troll. We kind of had to grease him up to get him down that hallway. It wasn't really fitting for his size.
I did notice that when I looked at him. We left before we had to get stuck behind him, though, Kupo.
I take it you're not wanting to meet with him?
No, Kupo. We've just finished a meeting with him. We would like to go now, Kupo. before he arrives.
You then hear the troll getting closer as he reaches the bottom of the stairs.
Ah, a tiny staircase again! This will be a mighty challenge.
If we could leave Kupo quickly.
I can smell him already.
The stairs start to creak as he slowly makes his way up.
Sure, we can teleport. Just grab a hold of it.
Everyone grab hold.
He's
You all grab a hold of the squeaking gets louder and closer, and Kakachita will incant and whisk you away.
Thank you, Kupo.
And you're teleported about 2,000 miles to the southeast. That's the wrong song. For some reason, the music's not attached to this. Be 1 moment. Being whisked away with Kakachita, you appear within a very small black stone floor made out in a circle, barely enough to encompass your party. A wave of wind comes with you as it rushes into the city, as you are flanked by very tall buildings reaching up quite high into the skies. At your guess, a lot of these buildings are about 5 to 7 stories tall, creating a very dark overlook to the city as it blocks out the sun above. It also seems you have been teleported within an alleyways of sorts, in a weird junction between different alleyways. Around you are several crates and boxes stacked up high, sitting atop which are several younger people, probably around their 13 to 16 if they were humans, though they are very mixed with both Mithra and Aura. A older gentleman, probably in his 20s, and a Hume, approaches you, and with his face full of scars, he definitely seems like he is either a leader or a punching bag of the group. Oh, who said you could be teleporting into our alley? You got business here?
Where were the Divine Destroyers? We come here on their business.
Oh, Divine Destroyers, you say? Well, we were expecting someone, or at least some people. Not exactly a uniform group here.
No, we're an adventuring band who recently joined them. They're known as Backup Plan.
Backup plan? Never heard of you.
We
is
recently...
he lying?
You say that with such anger in your voice. He doesn't seem to know who you are.
We recently did the arena in Nefel. The monster fighting arena. We came out on top quite easily. It probably won't be long before news comes here. about who we are.
It was in Zrekin though, not.
That's the one I meant. That's the one I said. Don't know what you're talking about. I never said anything else.
Damn, ain't you a dopey one?
Yep.
Well, fine. It'll make people know of this spot anyway. I'll just take you at your word. Is this all of you? There's 5 of you.
No, I'm just their, porter?
You're the porter?
Yeah, it's just, the job's just to take them here.
Then fuck off.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
Then teleports away.
You're rude.
Yeah, well, I don't care.
Poor Moogle.
Kapop.
Joseph was sizing him up.
Give me 1 second.
Can I try to use appraise to see if I notice anything valuable on him?
I'm pretty sure praise takes a lot longer than that. I'll check. Praising an item is 1 standard, depending the most valuable item in a horde is 1 full round. I would say a full round at that point, then if you're searching over his entire, looking over his entire body. So it'll definitely take you some time to do so, but marking is already going to take you some time.
Right.
I'll try the appraise when he's done that then.
Well, you could do it at the same time.
Well, I mean, when he's doing the mark, I'll do the appraise.
Well, you said after, but you meant during.
Yeah.
Okay. Most expensive thing on him is his sword, which is a +1 cutlass.
No, it's like a little baby.
I mean, you're pretty sure he doesn't use it. He might have stolen it off someone else. So, you know where you're going from here, backup plan?
Not a clue,
Not a
Kupo.
clue.
First time. We're looking to gain a lot of attention very quickly. So if you could point us in a direction where there's a lot of people, that would be helpful.
That's the kind of conversation you're going to have with a tavern keep. You want me taking you to your little building at foot, boys?
Yeah, sure. That'll
Yeah,
do,
we
Kupo.
heard there was a house around here that was set up for us.
He holds out his open palm to you. The tour costs 10 gil.
I'm going to give him 15 gil, and I'm going to watch very carefully where he puts it.
Tipping gets you nowhere. He then puts it into a pouch on his belt. You can easily see where it's gone.
All right.
Alright, monster killers, follow me. The brutish man then goes down one of the alleyways as he leads you through it. And you easily are able to take his pouch from his belt.
And yeah, I mean that's got bonuses to it on top of it. So, I kind of just want to take his whole belt with his weapon as well, if I can.
He would notice his belt missing because his trousers would start falling.
That's true. I'll save his weapon for later. And then I'm gonna make another sleight of hand check to hide his pouch of whatever is left on my person as well. So that's to hide his pouch. That's
Yep.
the DC he needs to beat if he wants to find it.
That's fine. The large man leads you through the alleyway as it goes into the main streets of Castras. Oh, excuse me. In a stark contrast to the other settlements you've been to, instead of the city streets and corners being filled with guards, the streets are almost barren of any sort of law enforcement. Plenty of thuggish men are sitting about on crates, playing with dice or board games, whereas others are lining the corners with both men and women in very dainty clothes. Plenty of the nearby establishments have wide open windows leading into the buildings themselves, though many of the windows have been smashed in, some even boarded up with wood. The streets are lined with torches on the walls, though plenty have not been lit, and some of them are also missing the wood within them, having been vandalized. The brutish man then turns to you. Welcome to Fuckers Avenue. You've got plenty of people here who wanted to take whatever you got just in your belt. Though I suppose your lot would be warding them off from doing so. Your gear definitely doesn't really scream, rob me, rob me.
Yeah, unlike some other people I can see around here.
If you try to rob me, I'll probably eat you.
If I wanted to rob a kitchen, I'd go rob a kitchen. The house you lot of your, what do you call yourself?
Don't worry about it.
Good enough name as any. It's towards the market part of the town. You know, where the people who've got the money can buy their own places. Though yours is a communal living area. Didn't know you guys were so into gangbangs. The brutish man then walks off rather quickly, expecting you to follow.
Yeah, okay, we'll follow him.
Leading you down so-called Fuckers Avenue, you go towards the more center of town as the buildings start to become more in better state and repair. The local populace definitely changing from slum-like to more middle class, though there's still a distinct lack of guards around, instead being replaced with more bandit-looking people. Every so often, you can hear the banging of wood or the yells of some people asking for extortion money from the nearby businesses. The brutish man kind of like waves over to them as he kind of talks in front of himself towards you guys, not turning back. Hope you lot like heavy prices. The goods here aren't very good, but it's all you're gonna get if you're staying within Castras for long. And don't worry, no damage will be coming to those goods. They pay the protection money on time. He continues leading you into the market district as he brings you up to a 3-story tall building. The building itself made of a very clean red brick in comparison to the mostly dark brick and dark woods buildings from before. Definitely seems like it's not been vandalized. If so, it's not been vandalized any time recently. The door has a metallic frame around it and has a metal slit that you can open up to look inside of. The brutish man turns around and gives a thumb to the building behind him over his shoulder. Here you are. This will be where you lot are holding up. Don't worry about thieves. I don't think many people want to be killed.
Yeah, it seems like pretty life-altering fate.
That meant to be a pun.
As much as it could be.
Yeah, funny. The Brutish man then just walks off without any sort of farewell.
As he's walking away, I'm going to steal his sword too.
Are you?
He still might not even notice it. Actually, I don't even. Just based off of his class levels and his wisdom modifier, I don't think he can beat even a natural 1 on mine. And on top of that, I've got a +3 to that, so that's 31 still.
I'm just looking for the correct DC for taking weapons.
It's an opposed check. My sleight of hand versus his perception.
There's two different things for it. There's a base DC and then there's an opposed check.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you're able to take his +1 cutlass from him without him noticing.
I'll tuck that away as well. I expected my party members to notice, but I also didn't really expect them to care because he was being such a dick.
Has he already walked up?
Yeah.
Damn. I wanted to give
Like I
him
said,
that.
he walked off without giving any farewell because he doesn't really care.
Okay. I was only going to give him like a high five. Maybe
He
cheeking a
would-
sneaky reality rift.
Just make him not exist for a bit. He won't notice.
I know. But then we'll just walk away. And then when he pops back into existence, we'll be gone.
You all stand outside the building.
We're going to go inside the building.
Well, we have to knock on the door first. I don't think anyone here has the doors open.
Probably not.
Walk up to the door and try it out, see what happens.
Are you doing that or are you saying to?
No, that's what I'm saying I'm doing.
Okay, it sounded like you were telling Mogby to do that.
No, I'm saying I'll walk up to the door and try it out.
Alright. Try to open the door, but it's locked.
I will unlock it then.
Just knock on the door.
You may. I need to double check.
That's
Is that with Is that with the plus
46?
spell from the? So
No,
that isn't
not
adding in the
included.
tools.
Yeah, it doesn't add in the tools automatically because I have the 2 different kinds.
Okay. So yes, 46. You definitely unlock it.
Walk right in.
Open up the door, and there's a chain on the other side, and it stops.
Break the door.
Now lock on the door.
You knock on the door whilst it's partially open with the chain.
Yeah, I'll close it after I'm done.
Knocking on the door will have the slit open rather quickly, as you can see the beady eyes of a Galkira on the other side. You the Lord just opened this door.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
The door just opened, I heard it. And then you shut it, and then you knocked.
I think you're hearing things.
Must have been the wind.
The guy
Anyway,
who just let us up here is kind of shady. Maybe he did it.
Wouldn't put it past too many people to want to attack this place. They know what it is. Anyway, what's with the small talk? What do you want?
We're here. This is where we're supposed to be. We're just talking to Azam like 10 minutes ago. He told us to come here.
We're with the Divine Destroyers.
And what's your purpose here, the Divine Destroyers?
Looking to gain more followers.
Prey.
Apparently your aim is to speak all at once.
Gain more followers. Looking for people to pray to the deities for our cause. Kupo.
So you must be the backup plan.
That's correct, Kupo.
That's us.
Very well, give me a minute or so to open up all these locks. The door closes, as you can hear several locks and latches being moved as the door opens up fully to reveal the full stature of the rather bulky Galka. Well, welcome to the D House. It's probably got a better name than that. That's the nickname we all gave to it. Feel free to come in. You might want to clean up your shoes. Plenty of us here are clean freaks.
What does the D stand for?
Divine Destroyers.
Oh, okay.
Oh, just not special.
That was
Quicker than
Could've
saying
been-
DD House.
could have been anything.
You dumb house. Dim house.
Could be.
Delightful house.
Yeah, I like that one. Kind of gives off the wrong vibe, though. People won't want to rob it if it's called Delightful.
Deadly. Devastating.
Anyway,
Moving on.
Delinquent.
Joseph, I will literally bite your arm if you carry on. God damn.
With those teeth, you won't have an arm
So-
left.
Out of game, me and my friend used to do this game all the time where we pick a letter and we just alternate words and try to get the other person to give up first and move on to the next letter. So I have a lot of random words based off of. Wait, why did that just go off again? What happened?
Anyway, this will be our sort of place to lay low, sort of house to stay in while we're here. We're looking to look for a town tavern and spread the name and see if we can gain more people to follow the Divine Destroyers and look to pray for the deities for us. If you know the best place to look forward to first.
Ah, so you're the town criers. There's a few places you could be setting up shop. All you need to do for that is send them over this way, and I'll give them directions to the different prayer houses.
What,
As for tavern, there's the Leaky Marlborough down the road. Sees plenty of action. There's not been a bar fight in 2 nights, I think.
Sounds exciting. Anywhere else?
You want more taverns?
The more the merrier. The further we can spread our word.
Not sure they'd like preachers all around the taverns. Like I say, I've got some places you can go up to be preaching. There's quite a few places in the market. There's some guild houses you can go around to. There's also some gambling dens. If you bet up some places there, I'm sure you can get some people coming on over. There's the town gates. It's bathhouses. Though I don't think your big friend will be welcome at the bathhouses. He points towards Kumunch.
Whoa, I'll have you know I am recently cleaned off. Haven't fought anything since my last bath.
I think he means you're just going to drain away all the water.
And the tongue ain't a sight to clean.
Fine, I'll stay away from the bathhouse.
So will I, Kupo, don't worry.
Where's a good place to set up a free food shop thing? I'll offer our food to anyone willing to participate in this.
Free food? Sign me up for that.
Yes. Well, you're already part of this.
Yeah? Does that mean I have to pay?
No, you can have some as well.
Oh,
Well,
man.
If you're setting up a free food store, best place to be in the market. Though you'll probably be pissing off some of the merchants if you do so.
Ah, that's their problem.
Their problem indeed.
I'll pay for some damages. Maybe I'll think about it.
Really should have stopped off at my mom's house. I'm sure her food would have made a killing here.
Your mum a good cook?
Have you heard of Megan from Stone Shore?
The mistress of the fish casserole!
That's the one.
I have heard tales of her wondrous meals. If only I had the money to travel down there.
Anyway, where shall we head to first? Do you want to head to the tavern first?
It's still pretty early in the day, right? Like, not even noon yet?
Yeah, it'd be early in the day.
Yeah, sure, let's go scope out some places, see where the best place to set up would be.
Well, I can come with you. Be a good guide. I got a key to the house anyway.
Sounds good. Make sure you lock it up.
Do we get keys?
Oh, yeah, of course. You need them 4, yeah?
Sure.
Yeah, that's probably enough.
The Elka shifts over to a large cabinet as he pulls open a drawer on the underside. And he pulls out 4 very large keys as he hands them over to you.
Slot it into my bag of holding. Lead the way.
Alright. You all shift your way outside of the D house as the Galka will lock it up, as you can hear off in the distance.
No, you don't understand. I'm here for the black one. I was told he teleported to this hold.
Oh no.
Sir, you know the rules. No teleporting allowed within the city limits. Please come with us to the local prison so we can process you.
This is troll oppression! Troll oppression! The clan will hear about you!
Sir, we will use force if needed.
Oppression!
You then hear several shocks off in the distance as the troll goes quiet.
How did he even get here?
I mean, he knew where we
bet-
were going.
That's true enough. I bet he intimidated Kakachita into teleporting him here.
Wouldn't surprise me.
What are you guys talking about?
Nothing, Kupo.
Oh, just shenanigans.
Shenanigans, Well, don't think you're gonna have many shenanigans here. The police are up just for looking at them funny. They're already calling the police, though. A lot of the bandits said they muscle around here. The Galka places his large key into the door, and as he turns it, you can hear several locks and movements of metal on either side. Oh, where to first? You want to be setting up your free food shop, Kumach?
Well, first I need some meat, so I need to go buy some stuff first.
Oh, we can head to the market, and then you can set up at the market.
Or I'll just quickly nip out of town, kill the first few wild animals I find, pick up some herbs, and come back.
You got transportation outside the town?
We can teleport.
Can't teleport while we're inside the town.
Yeah. As the little one says, you can't teleport in and out of the town.
No. Big ass town as well, isn't it? We're like in the middle of it somewhere. Fine, I'll just go buy some.
Okay. You can go buy some supplies.
How does the 1,000 gil worth of supplies sound?
Sounds good. You'll definitely set you up for a few days.
That's what I shall do then.
Probably weeks, depending on how many people come to just take all your food. The Galka will tour you around a lot of the butchers and seek shops as you pretty much buy up their stock. And whilst they are normally annoyed or angry at seeing a coup into their shop with a very droopy tongue, you buying up their stock definitely gives them a different impression of your race.
Right, and then how much for like to get a stall and all that quickly set up?
Depends how much you want to make it lavish. For just a basic stall, it'll be like 50 gil.
What about 440?
Just scraping the bottom to make you a even number, yeah?
Correct.
You can make up a... what's the best way to describe it? You know those, like, outdoor areas where you have, like, a canopy over above?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make one of those.
Stuff, yeah. That's all I shall do then.
Are you buying one just pre-made, or are you expecting to build one yourself?
I'm pre-made. I can cook a cat build.
Hey, you never know. So you buy up a pre-owned restaurant that is needing a good lick of paint, or not a lick from you though.
And then I'll have a sign saying blah 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 blah. Free food to anyone who wants to join the Divine Destroyers. Food will also... do we know if food is provided to people who pray and stuff like that?
You never asked.
Yeah. Oh well, I'll now just put anyone who joins will receive a sanctuary, as much food and wealth as they could ever need in the new plane the Divine Destroyers are creating.
You're going to give me a calligraphy roll to make it all
I'm
look
going to ask somebody else to do that.
nice.
Oh, what roll?
Calligraphy. It would just be a craft check. Which I'm pretty sure is intelligence based.
Yeah, I have a base of bonus 8 into it, but that's about it.
It's slightly better than average slime.
I can re-roll it.
If you really want.
Can I assist and aid?
What
I made
way?
my own.
You both made what? Well, Kumanch's is definitely a lot better, unless you get a reroll.
Aha!
Well, Kumanch
Nice.
is in bigger letters, but Mogmi is a bit more concise.
I was
You just
gonna
have
aid
both?
somebody, but
You have one facing one way, one facing the other.
do you guys need any help with that?
Do any better, you can try, but
I was just gonna help help you with yours, make yours better.
saying something wrong with my sign.
Ooh.
I didn't catch that.
You saying there's something wrong with my sign? You want to take this outside, Joseph?
You are outside.
You want to go? You want to go? I'll fight
No.
You want to take this
I was
inside,
just
Joseph?
gonna assist.
Nah, it'd be fine.
I was just asking, would you like some assistance? That's all.
Nah, it's fine.
Joseph goes off in a corner and just starts drawing on a piece of paper all by himself.
Looking for friends.
Mine's
So what-
okay.
It's going to take Kumunch a few hours to get it all set up and cleaned, if he wants a clean restaurant. What does Joseph want to do?
Oh, I have no idea. I've got no clue what I should do. Oh, I will start doing like acrobatics to kind of like a sideshow. Start bringing people's attention in that way.
I'm pretty sure the child in the background can be your crier.
But I'll only do that once people start showing up for the food.
See, this kind of seems like you're putting on a circus act now.
Yeah,
You've got the person providing the food and you providing the entertainment.
yeah.
What's
Do you want me
Mogmi
to
going to provide?
Do you want me to roll it now or later?
Roll later.
What's Mogmi going to provide for this restaurant?
what are you going to do to get people interested into the Divine Destroyers? Kumunch is making food. Joseph is doing acrobatics. He's
Oh,
becoming the flying.
I'll also pull out the painting that I had commissioned of the battle over in Drekken,
Okay.
and I'll set that up behind us as well on like a little
Would-
pedestal.
Just as a general sort of knowledge thing, is doing like small bits of magic like forbidden in like a city like this or not? I know like teleporting isn't allowed, but like for example flying and stuff like that, is that allowed? Is that okay?
That'll be fine as long as you're not using it for nefarious means, like just looking into people's windows.
No. So I'll be kind of like showing off my magic and in a way showing off like if you join the Divine Destroyers, you can see how powerful you can become in a way. You know, we can teach you different things and show you a better life in the new plane.
This really just seems like you're putting on a circus show.
It kind
Now
of
you
is
got a
like a circus
magician.
show.
Osus is going to tell people's fortunes.
She'll just show
Osa's
her
gonna-
brute strength.
Yeah, she'll start wrestling people and
No,
showing
she
them
won't. She'll be the macho
the
man with a
physical
big
side of
hammer.
things.
All you got to do is hit the stone tablet and let the thing hit the bell. See how strong you can. Are you as strong as Osa?
Not just gonna arm wrestle everyone.
If you lose against
Oh.
Osa, you have to join the destroyers.
Doesn't seem like a good deal for them.
We might actually beat these people.
What is Osa's strength?
Too high.
With or without rage.
I'd say without rage.
She'll lose once and then rage and then ask for a rematch.
It's only 21 without everything.
Yeah, it's still over double what normal townsfolk would have.
See? Mogmi's strong.
Yeah, sure. Alright, so yeah, you definitely set up a whole
But
circuit.
Mogmi's smart. Mogmi's very, very smart.
And he knows not to arm wrestle anyone.
Yep.
Actually, no, that'd be more like wisdom. Alright,
Yeah, she's
too
alright.
much. Give me that cooking roll.
Not bad, not bad at all.
And what types of food are you preparing?
Well, it's only like a style, so it'd be simple things like any. I could do a soup or a stew, burgers.
You're making a soup or stew with a 36.
I can do whatever. I don't really know. The fanciest food I can do with what little supplies I've got. Well, I've got a shit lot of supplies, haven't I?
Yeah, you do.
He'll make like a full sort of exquisite menu. Eggs Benedict for a starter. Steak for a main.
Hell yeah.
A bit of samba de flan for a dessert.
Alright, you'll serve up lavish food to people as the crowd starts to gather immediately at the sign stating free food, and then finding it to be cuisine worthy of a 5-star restaurant. And then plenty of people start coming.
All the meal. Every time I had that food, it was like, don't forget, join the Divine Destroyers. Everlasting food and happiness. And I'll tell them where to go as well.
Joseph, give me that acrobatics roll. Oh god, all that descriptive text. So, what kind of acrobatics are you pulling off near to the pseudo restaurant of Kumunch?
Well, I want to kind of show off the more dexterous side of fighting. So it's instead of like a performance, it's just like I don't know. I don't know. I guess just tumbling and like handstands and backflips and stuff like that.
I would have thought it more extreme with a 38, but okay.
Starts doing capoeira in the middle of the street.
This is going to be a young boy with the surname of Grayson looking upon you.
And I'm doing it with my weapon and shield in my hand. In hands, I mean.
No, just a weapon and shield in one hand.
I don't. If mine's going to be
Right.
a spellcraft roll, can I make a spell before I do a spellcraft roll?
What do you mean by make a spell? Do you mean just cast a spell?
Yeah. If I like cast a spell before I do like a spellcraft roll.
Yeah?
I'll gladly take a plus 15 insight bonus to my spellcraft roll. I'm pretty sure mine will be very, very flashy. It is a spellcraft roll you
Roll
want to do,
one.
yeah.
Roll one.
Yeah, spellcraft.
Roll a 10.
Jesus.
I'm showing off my magic.
So, what are you doing with your magic show that's going to really outshine Joseph?
Just flying, doing like different, like for example, I could like shoot off spells, but like not make it like a destructive explosion, but make it like a flashy, almost like fireworks. But obviously not too loud that it will disturb the town folk.
You,
Very flashy
using
and
your
colourful.
using your staff to shoot off things into
Yeah,
the air that just end up dissipating.
writing, like drawing pictures in the air with my staff. If the kids and I get parents' permission, I can have the cast fly on the kids. They can just fly around under supervision.
All of them just flies far away and then just ends somewhere and they start falling off in the distance.
That's why. That's why I said under supervision, one at a time. I'm watching them.
Well, as long as it's not another affair like we had in Limblom of you shooting a fireball into the sky.
I don't know who did that.
It was Sarkhan, wasn't it?
Yep. And then he had the police round in. I got the blame. It's horrible.
It's fine. And then someone give me a strength roll for Osa.
Better be high.
Wanna get high?
Yeah, I'll do.
That's pretty good. And Osa sets up with the whole circus band you've made here, challenging people to feats of strength, mostly arm wrestling. And if people lose, they have to join the Divine Destroyers. If they win, they get to take a second helping of food home with them from Kumoch's restaurant or something. Because I don't really want to be putting up money when she's not here. So I'll just say it takes more food away from Kumoch. There were 21. There will be some people here or there that are able to best to either through holding the table too hard or just Osa being worn out over time. And you spend the next few hours through the day gathering quite a bit of a crowd, pretty much cooking almost endlessly to meet the demand of people wanting free 5-star food. Though Joseph is kind of outshined as his normal mundane acrobatics with the explosions of magic and flying people with Mokami. They still draw the attention of some of the more dexterous thieves and whatnot around. And you do this all for a week. Or 2 weeks, depending on how long we have before next session, as we'll end the one here.
Okie dokie.